Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to The Morning Toast. Thursday's episode, right?
Thursday's episode this week, like time knows no bounds.
Time goes by so slowly. We have Morgan Stewart, host of Daily Pop and Nightly Pop, joining us a little bit later in the show.
Fashion and necessary realness.
Are obsessed with her. The Toasters are obsessed with her. We're going to convince her to get a Morgan Stewart sport code for the Toasters. As you guys know, for Nick Vile's
essential oils?
Yeah, there's a code. We're just getting codes for everyone. We're going to get one for Morgan Stewart. That is our mission today, in addition to doing what we were born to do.
Yeah, she is totally a dream guest, like, for this show.
Yeah. She's also like a career goal for us.
And for so many young men and women out there.
Young journalists.
I feel as though growing up, like, everyone used to say, I want to be like Juliana Rancic.
Yep.
And now I imagine, like, kids these days are like, I want to be like Morgan Stewart. Like,
Jackie, that is so well said.
I want to host across the board on E! I want to be funny, hilarious, stylish, and beautiful.
And just be famous for being myself.
All at the same damn time.
She's just so glam.
You guys, we have a snitch cam today.
Woo!
We have a snitchuation.
Yes, we do.
Welcome, Counselor Snitch. Yesterday we could hear you. Today we can see you. It's a revelation.
It's almost like we have some snitch on the toast.
Hey!
Snitch on the toast, but
Oh!
snitch on the toast, but bum. Snitch on the toast.
Ugh, it's been so long since we've sang that.
to hashtag
Because I was sick last few episodes, so you guys haven't seen me in a long time.
Welcome to hashtag Toast LA.
Thank you for having me. It's not like I haven't been here this whole time.
Margaret's been here all week, just
But
really being supportive.
Now that we have eyes on the snitchuation, how's your week going in LA? What are your thoughts? Are you Snitch Chamberlain?
I just feel as though, like, the more that I've been here, like, the more I'm connecting with Emma.
Yeah.
I know. I
think
feel that for you.
I think that once I go home, like, I literally won't give a shit. But, like, for now, like, I have to meet her.
But that's so Emma Chamberlain, like, not to give a shit, you know?
Yeah, no, totally. And, like, I went to Soul Cycle and, like, had coffee. So
I feel like we don't have many updates from the last episode because we went to bed at approximately 8:30 last night, right after we wrapped the episode. We were just so dead. LA has taken a toll on me physically, emotionally, metaphorically, spiritually.
It's taken everything out of me. And, like, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to give it all that I have because that's why we came to this town.
Yeah.
But I can't believe it's only Wednesday. This is the longest week of life.
because we came on a Saturday.
Like,
Big mistake.
We have done so many podcast episodes for our podcast, for other people's podcasts. I did a fucking live show. Like, I don't know where the world stops and
But
starts.
what's crazy is for Toasters, they've only gotten two episodes.
I
Now
know.
they're on their third. And they're
That's
probably
fucking wild.
right. And we have not stopped. But you know what? It's good because our fruit will bear fruit for the next few weeks as these podcast episodes come out.
And I'm actually, I feel like I'm getting to a point where I might be running out of things to talk about. Like, I did Heather McDonald's podcast this morning and we talked for an hour, just us two. It was really great. I think it's coming out tomorrow when this episode airs. I'm feeling like I'm getting to that place, you know?
Those are always your famous last words. I don't think you ever talked more on a podcast than you did yesterday when you were truly at your wit's end.
Oh, really?
So
I thought that I was at my absolute worst with Brad and Gary. Like, the comments were like, Claudia. And you know what? People are always like, Claudia never lets Jackie talk to the host. And that is 100% true. I think it's important for people to know, like, I just thought I knew more about Brad and Gary.
In that specific episode, I was taking a back seat because I was enjoying, like, forgetting to ask questions. And also, like, you had all the questions. And I was really just learning more about them. So for that, Claudia was not talking over me. Like,
Okay,
I wasn't even
to
trying
talk to you about that.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I was cutting you off. I just thought, like,
No. It was totally
Okay.
you were driving that car.
Okay.
But then, like, that was just that one time.
you know, but like with Tanya and Becca yesterday, did we do a good job? Like, did I split
I think
it?
we did a good job. I felt as though I got off my chest everything I wanted to ask. Like, I was able to find openings here and there. The cutting off, like, I guess it's getting to an all-time high. And
Is it?
I don't realize it so much when we're doing the show, but then when
you
I'm
watch it
watching
back.
it back, I'm like, what was she going to say?
No.
As she as in me.
1000% in your famous words. I'm going to work on it. I
More
really
than
am.
100%.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
And if there was a way that I could stop, just know that I would.
I know.
And I'm trying, but it's like, it's something I'm only aware of when I watch myself, not when I'm talking. And I actually noticed today on Heather McDonald's podcast that I was talking over her as well.
I think what I'm going to do in order to help you is anytime that you cut me off and, like, I actually want to finish what I'm saying, I'm going to call it out, if that's okay.
Okay. No.
Holds her accountable, yeah.
No. But I think that'll just, like, disrupt the podcast. I like when you were sitting
No, I'm
next
just going to be like, I'm not done.
Wait, when you were sitting next to me yesterday,
Okay.
I would have loved, like, put your hand here.
Okay.
If you had just been like, I'm talking, and then you just, like, put your hand, like, for, like, give me like a physical touch, you know?
No, but it's not I'm just trying to tell you you're talking too much overall. Like it's when we collide in the middle of the intersection.
You know what I'm saying? In the middle,
I'm going to say, bitch, I'm going still straight ahead.
In the collision, if you could just be like,
okay.
With your hand.
So you want me to just go like that instead of saying
don't
something?
hit me. Just like,
okay.
yeah, like if I'm starting to talk over you, just be like, finish your sentence, keep talking, and touch my hand.
Okay.
I don't know how we'll do it here. I'll leave
see
my
how it
hand
goes.
here the whole episode, okay?
Okay, we need a buzzer.
Yeah.
Or I could just say it.
Yeah.
Or I can
I
make
know,
the
I
buzzing
just
sound.
feel like if we say it, we disrupt like the sentence, like, you know what I mean? And like the flow of the podcast.
Yes, for sure. But I feel as though the audience is with us on this journey of figuring out how to not talk over each other.
You know what? I'm gonna take a back seat today. I know I say that every day, but I really am.
Okay, well, we have a great show for you today because obviously we have the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast. And then we have Morgan Stewart on the show, which is just going to be premium content, and I am so excited. But before we do any of that, I think you have something to say, and here's your chance.
Permission to speak?
Permission granted.
Today's episode is brought to you by Daily Harvest. Summer was great, but now we are itching to get back into our routine. After all the barbecues and eating out during vacations, we are ready to get back to our eating habits of what's good for us. But finding time to look for recipes, get to the grocery store, and meal prep makes it very overwhelming. And that's what's great about Daily Harvest. They make it easier to get back into the habit of eating more fruits and vegetables with thoughtfully sourced, chef-crafted food that can be prepared in less than 5 minutes. Fill your box. Fill your box.
You're disgusting.
Fill your box, I'm discussing, with more than 65 different options like ready to blend smoothies, hearty soups, and savory harvest bowls. Everything stays fresh in your freezer until you're ready to eat it. Their cups take one step to prepare with room for customization. You could add your favorite milk and smoothie and blend, or heat a harvest bowl and top it off with an avocado or a fried egg. Living in New York, always on the go. Got a freezer full of Daily Harvest is what makes being a businesswoman possible.
It is. And being in LA and not having my go-to Daily Harvest in my freezer is really hurting me.
Yeah, because we've been eating like animals in the morning.
I know.
I had the biggest bowl of bolognese last night before bed. No wonder why I can't breathe.
She hasn't stopped talking
We
about
went to lunch at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I walked up a flight of stairs. I was literally winded.
it. Was also scorching hot outside.
Yeah.
Daily Harvest is the quickest and most convenient way to eat a delicious and nutritious meal. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code TOAST to get $25 off your first box. That's promo code TOAST for $25 off your first box.
Your first box?
I can't stop laughing. I don't know why. But it's important because you guys need Daily Harvest.
You do.
Margo,
You
stop
need-
making me laugh.
You need Daily Harvest? Snitch. Pipe down.
Go to dailyharvest.com, dailyharvest.com. Use promo code TOAST for $25 off your first box.
Sign on. Harvest.
Every day.
Harvest yourself.
No, sign on Harvest daily.
Great stuff. Okay, well, first story is a little science news, sort of, because Bella Hadid has been deemed the world's most beautiful woman according to science, and her features. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and apparently those beholders are still the ancient Greeks. London facial cosmetic surgeon Dr. Julian De Silva has determined supermodel Bella Hadid to be the most beautiful woman in the world based on modern mapping techniques that implement the classic Greek golden ratio of beauty phi. Hadid was the clear winner when all elements of the face were measured for physical perfection, De Silva told the Daily Mail of Hadid, who landed a 94.35 perfection score. She had the highest overall reading for her chin,
Well, they obviously haven't
which
seen mine.
is only 0.3% away from being the perfect shape. So she's number 1 most beautiful woman according to science. Beyonce is number 2, and Amber Heard is number 3. Thoughts?
Bella Hadid being number 1 makes me feel incredibly good about myself because now it's just really cementing these beauty standards. In order to look the way that everyone wants you to look and to be perfect, you literally have to spend years of getting plastic surgery, which is what Bella Hadid has done. Honestly, Beyonce being number 2, I feel like Beyonce is very much like a natural beauty.
Yeah.
And it's actually shocking that someone who's so naturally perfect would make it to number 2 when number 1 is literally a robot.
Right, because she's God's work, whereas this is Dr. Simon Orien's work or something, and where you can choose all of the perfect features. I'm sure she went by what are the most...
So a catalog.
Yeah, of ancient Greek features, you know? So I'm glad that all the hard work paid off and now that she's number 1. And I feel as though us saying that Bella Hadid has had full facial reconstructive surgery isn't even a controversial thing to say. She looks so different. Her nose is different, her chin is different, her lips are different, her cheeks are different, her forehead's different. Everything is so different. And I'm so pro surgery and you doing what you want. And it's obviously paid off. She has a huge career. So I just think this is interesting. Who do you think is the most...
And I didn't say the plastic surgery thing to be a negative slight at her. It's A, universally well known, and B, I don't think it's a big deal. I get my shit tweaked all the time because I want to feel good about myself. And if I worked in an industry where my face was I don't. But if my face was my moneymaker, like I would go to Dr. Simon Orion every day. I'm not saying that in a slight whatsoever.
I've been starting to get this like inkling feeling that I want to get a nose job.
Oh my God,
Jackie,
stop.
are you kidding? Why are you taking my thing?
No.
Yeah, Margot's the one.
That's always been me.
Yeah, it's true.
We could get twin noses.
No, like where did that
Twoses.
come from? We always said that everyone in the family.
why
has
do you
such
feel
great
that
noses
way?
That
except
person
me.
who made like a meme account.
Oh my God,
just
Jackie!
about
oh my God.
Jackie, literally don't even acknowledge it
It's not
because
even
it's gonna
there
get
anymore.
followers. Okay.
But anyways, I just feel like sometimes like my nose looks really big in pictures, and like I
By the
could
way,
face
everyone
tune it
feels
or
that
I could
way.
fix it.
Don't.
Okay.
If
But
I'm
no,
not-
but
if I'm
Bella
not
Hadid
getting
being
one,
the
you're
most
not.
beautiful woman like makes me feel like we should all be getting surgery.
But you're not. No, but be inspired by Beyonce, who is very much a
That's
natural
true.
beauty and made herself number 2 on the list. And just for the sheer fact that she's made by God, she should be number 1.
100%. You know what's interesting? It's like even with all the surgery, I still feel like Bella Hadid. I didn't know she was such a classic beauty. I think like Gigi is more of that classic look.
Yeah.
She's not even on the list.
That's so interesting.
So who do you think is the number 1 most beautiful woman in the world?
I've been trying to rack my
Honestly,
brain.
I think Kendall Jenner is so beautiful.
oh, she's not my.
I think she's so beautiful, but she's not like I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, like
She has a
I wanna look
perfect
like her.
fotch.
Let me think.
And she had that fotch forever.
Like honestly, I think the most beautiful girl in the world. Like this is gonna be so random, but like Emily Maynard as The Bachelor at.
Wow, that's fucking random.
No, like
you didn't disappoint with
no, like
with
it's
the
so random.
random-
But like when I think of like when she was Bachelorette, she was like the most beautiful person I'd ever seen.
I honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I actually think I'm the most beautiful person in the world. I'm sorry, like, I think that I'm fucking stunning, and I have a perfect symmetrical face, and yeah, I have a fupa, but like, honestly, I think it's beautiful.
But also, they're just going by face. Like,
No,
it
and
doesn't.
you know
we're not
what?
counting fupas.
I'm like looking at all these girls, and it's like I'm prettier than them. I'm sorry.
You're out of control.
No, I'm sorry. I think you are prettier than them too, and so are you.
Wow.
Like, we're so pretty
Thank you.
on the inside too.
That's true.
That's true.
Like, I think it's important to calculate that. Did this doctor scientist include insides? No,
No,
it's important. Sounds so pathetic. Like,
this just took a turn. Like
to sadness. Okay, me saying that I'm beautiful, like, isn't that funny?
No, but did this character count inside? They're going to start doing x-rays.
Yeah, of like, who's most beautiful on the inside? I want to know.
Who do you think's the most beautiful person on the inside? Like, Tanya Rad.
Jackie, I was literally going to say
Tanya
that.
Rad is
Let's
the most-
recap having Tanya and Becca here.
Oh my God. Well, Becca was such a treat because we thought we were going to have Tanya, and you went back and looked at the text messages.
And
we
I
were
wasn't
like,
wrong.
We were so misled. Like,
We were
she said
misled.
she wasn't coming, but I'm glad she came back.
She said there's a chance her flight might get her in before she could come, and she'll let me know, and then she never let me know. So what would you assume? She's not coming.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, what a treat that they were both here. They're such a dynamic duo. It was so nice to get to know more about Tanya because I feel like I know everything about Becca.
Because she's
I've
reality.
been following her since she was on Chris Soules' season. I watched her on Chris's season, Ben's season. I watch her stories. Like, I feel like I know her whole life.
Yeah.
But like Tanya is just like always doing new things and like impressing me in new and different ways. And it was just so great to get to know more about her. And now I completely understand how she is the most well-connected woman in Hollywood because who wouldn't want to be her friend? Like next up, she's going to be hanging out with Kylie Jenner because that's the kind of friend that Kylie needs.
That is 100% the kind of friend that Kylie needs. And I just felt after yesterday's episode, we went straight to bed. I like took my makeup off and I felt like we had such a great productive day yesterday, like, you know, like influencing and whatever. But we like hung out with Lady Gang girls and the Scrubby Gang girls. And I feel like technically you would consider all of our podcasts to be competitors, but like, and that's like the kind of vibe that Tanya, I feel like, injects into other people is like, no, it's not. Like, we actually would be more beneficial for all of our podcasts if we all got along and went on to each other's podcasts and supported one another. And I've never been inherently that type of person. Like, everyone knows I'm a very jealous person. And like, I won't go on your podcast and don't come on mine because I don't want anyone to know about, you know, like that's just the type of person that I am. But I feel like becoming friends with Tanya Rad is like making me a better, more modern woman.
She's made me definitely want to be more supportive of other women doing what we're doing. And not that I think of myself as a not supportive person, but I don't go out of my way to support
me
people
neither.
unless it somehow like benefits myself. But I should go out of my way.
So vote for Becca
Because
and
then
Tanya
maybe
in the
one
People's
day
Choice Award.
someone will go out of their way for me to encourage everyone to follow me on Instagram at Jackie O Problem.
Yeah, but Jackie, if you're only doing nice things in the hopes that it'll come back to you, that's not
still the same thing, right?
Right.
So I just have to like, I have to prop someone up so they can get all these opportunities and stuff that people would pass on me for.
Okay, Jackie, but I know you don't care, but this is actually a very pertinent to one episode of Friends where Joey's trying to prove there is really no such thing as like a random act of kindness because you're always doing it for something in return. Like no matter what happens, like you could give to charity, but then that makes you feel good.
But like Joey didn't meet Tanya Rad.
It's very true.
You know?
Maybe he would change his mind.
He would change his mind. But even in thinking about it, like I don't know how I could just like completely like, I know I support people all the time. I don't know, but then sometimes It's just this industry. It's this town, you guys.
town.
It's turning me
It's
into a
getting to
jealous
us.
bitch.
We need
I never
to-
talk like this. I'm supportive left,
Or
right?
maybe I'm rubbing off on you.
No, I don't know. I just think Tanya's like so the extreme, and it made me realize that I'm not that person.
Right, and
I'm not
that I
the
wanna
worst
be.
person, but I'm not the best,
Yeah.
and I could be better. I could be more like Tanya. WWTD, what would
What
Tanya
Tanya
do?
do?
That's how I'm gonna live my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you're listening to this episode and you listened to yesterday's episode, I really recommend watching it because there were so many silent moments where we were all just laughing that maybe on the podcast, like you thought it was quiet.
Yeah,
And also it was just like fun for me to watch it like from this chair. Like I think you'll really enjoy it from that chair.
I think you will too. Though, I mean, let's just give it up for like the Toast LA vibes.
Oh my God. I don't know how we're going to go back to our sad studio.
I know.
anymore.
Like, how do we do it without windows? Like, we need the fucking sunlight.
Not only that, I would love to hear the toasters. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I don't want to be back.
Okay, are you
scared.
ready for our next story?
Always.
Oh, this is the big story of the day, you guys. Gina Rodriguez issues second apology for N-word video.
Insanity.
Gina Rodriguez has issued a second apology after saying the N-word in an Instagram video. The Jane the Virgin star created controversy when she filmed herself rapping along to the Fugees song Ready or Not and said the racial slur that is part of the lyrics. She initially apologized in a follow-up video saying, quote, "I am sorry if I offended anyone by singing along to the Fugees to a song that I love, that I grew up on. I love Lauryn Hill," which many fans deemed insincere as she appeared to apologize for liking the song and instead of addressing the implications of her actions. Later on Tuesday, she gave it another shot. "In song or in real life, the words that I spoke should not have been spoken. I grew up loving the Fugees and Lauryn Hill." We know.
We heard.
We got that.
I thoughtlessly sang along to the lyrics of a favorite song, and even worse, I posted it, she said in a statement which she later shared on Instagram. Quote, "The word I sang carries with it a legacy of hurt and pain that I cannot even imagine. Whatever consequences I face today for my actions, none will be more hurtful than the personal remorse that I feel. Watching my own video playing back at me has shaken me to my core. It is humiliating that this has to be a public lesson, but it is indeed a much deserved lesson."
I would love to know which video she's referring to there. The one of her singing or the one of her being a fucking asshole?
Right. They both suck, but it's worse that in the second video she had like, well,
The nastiest
good,
tone.
and she had good intentions. And
No, I don't think she did.
No, she didn't. Did you watch it?
yes, I did. No, but like to her, that was her apology video.
No,
No.
I don't think she was actually releasing it as an apology.
You thought
I think she was trying to make a
give
statement.
everyone the middle finger.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically, like, you're upset that I'm singing a song, which is like such an old, out of touch response to
Right.
the argument of whether or not someone who's not black should be able to say the N word in a song lyric. And it's like, we decided years ago as a culture, we're not doing that. Like, I know I don't say that word when I'm singing. And even if I know that,
Or
everyone
otherwise.
should know that.
Right. I
Or
feel as
obviously,
though
or otherwise. Oh my God.
everyone,
It's universally well known that you do not fucking do that.
right. And you definitely don't record a video and post it on your Instagram like in 2019.
So to me, as people who are now experts in cancel culture, and I feel like if there was ever an Eat Your Hollywood story about cancel culture, like we should actually be contacted.
Yes.
Like I've been talking about it so much this week, like doing all these podcasts.
We are the faces.
We are the faces. I think there's two major issues here. One, the fact that she did it is so crazy to me because she's so woke and like she's really uses her platform a lot for like really important causes. And I think like the fact that she didn't know that this wasn't okay kind of scares me because she's obviously someone who's like very in tune.
Right.
Right.
And two, I think she handled this so poorly because I only heard about this story when her nasty video apology came out. Her being an asshole made it an even bigger story and
Right.
made it worse for her and made her crime even worse because it showed her to be ignorant and not like open to learning about why that is the wrong thing to do.
First she's ignorant and then she doesn't care and then she sees.
So then it's clear what happened was after that nasty apology, all of her brands started dropping her, and that's what really made her team write that. She didn't write that thing.
Right.
Because
And-
when you go from a video to a written statement, it's because somebody else wrote it for you.
Right. The final statement. Well, I believe, like, I understand, like, people wanting to write statements and just like getting their words out as they come to them. And like, I think the fact that it was a statement is perfectly fine, but that
Should have been
but
a
I'm
statement
saying
all along.
it should have been
The
a
fact-
statement all along. I totally agree. Like
But the fact that she first did a video and then a statement really makes me think that the statement just wasn't written by her
perhaps
because
I'm
she's
not
obviously
gonna-
comfortable doing a video.
I
You know
guess,
what I
but
mean?
maybe she just didn't want to put her foot in her mouth again. And like when you make a video, unless you're reading off a teleprompter, you can say anything.
No,
Whereas
that's why she should never have done a video.
That
Yeah.
video was her biggest, aside from the huge mistake. Another huge mistake was that video. The tone was so nasty.
It was literally so like I don't
rude.
know. I don't know what made her think that was a good idea.
Terrible.
whole
Who was
thing-
around her, like telling her to do that?
No, yeah.
No, the whole thing is so shocking. And I woke up to like my newsletter this morning, like telling me that Gina Rodriguez is canceled, which is like words I never thought I would hear.
Because she's a pioneer. Like she was the first Latin person to be doing a lot of the things that she's been doing.
Right.
So, and she's always been so woke. Like this is shocking to me. Like if somebody else had done this, like some, like, I don't know, just like someone who wouldn't know, like everyone knows this. Like I know you can't
Yeah.
do this.
Right.
We all learned from the Kendrick Lamar video.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar invited a girl on stage years ago to sing a song with him, and she was rapping, she knew all the words, and she was white, and she said the N-word, and the entire crowd like was screaming at her, and that's when I learned the lesson. Actually,
he
I
kicked
learned
her
the
off the
lesson.
stage.
He kicked her off the stage. I learned the lesson because I follow Gabrielle Union on Twitter, and years ago, someone released like a full TED Talk just explaining why you can't do it, and I watched it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
It
Thank
makes
you.
total sense. I'm like, yeah.
Share the link with Gina Rodriguez, please.
It was a great video, very informational and educational, and Gina Rodriguez definitely needs to see it.
Yeah. So I guess she's on her way to being canceled. I was never like a huge Gina stan.
No, you were never a big Jane the Virgin stan, but this is shocking.
It really is. It really is.
That like someone so in the know, someone so popular, someone so woke, and
Someone with so many people around her. She was
someone-
getting her makeup done. Like there's obviously
Right.
other people in the room.
someone who's gotten famous A for her talents, but really B for like her activism. Like I just don't expect this from someone like that.
No.
Like honestly, you expect this from like a reality star who knows no better, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gina Rodriguez knows better.
Definitely.
And then it's
Very
like it's not even the crime, but it's also the cover up.
Yes.
It's like all of it is wrong.
always the cover up,
Yeah.
guys. Like if I've watched any like TV's shows enough, what have I been watching recently? Oh, The Affair. Like
Not even that.
the biggest lesson in life is call the police. Well, this has nothing to do with Gina Rodriguez.
That's television in general.
That-
Call the
dead to me.
motherfucking police.
Dead to me.
Ja-
Pretty
call the
Little
police.
Liars.
Jackie, Desperate Housewives, when they, spoiler alert, killed Gabby's stepdad. It was self-defense. Call the police. But no, you hiding his body under a construction site in the woods makes it a crime.
Call the police, please.
Call the po-po.
Okay. Next up, a little happy news. Country singer Cam is pregnant with her first child.
Oh my God, I follow her on Instagram and I saw, and I just love her, and I cannot believe how far along she is and how many months she let go by. Like, we saw her at Stagecoach 7 months ago and she was motherfucking pregnant.
No one knew. She's
No one
pregnant for
knew.
7 months, right?
Good for her. I mean, that's such a dream. And that's a dream that we will never live out because we come on the show every single day. Like,
And people think we're pregnant when we're just like hungry, you know?
right. But like
Or
when
not
we
hungry.
are pregnant, like Baruch Hashem, knock on wood, like may my fruits bear loins, may my loins bear fruits.
Yeah.
People like how you can't hide it and you can't talk about it as a Jewish superstitious person for
At least 3
3
months.
months.
at least 3 months. So like people are just going to be like calling us pregnant left and right.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is amazing. And then also as a
So
fan,
please don't.
also as a fan, it's kind of fun because now it's like, wow, Cam's giving birth in only 2 months. Like being on the journey,
Right.
it's like, oh my God, 9 months, 8 months, 7. No, it's like now we know and we literally get to meet the child in 2 months.
Right. Like Amy Schumer was pregnant forever
6 years.
as a fan.
Yeah.
But now like we get the good news and we get more good news.
Yeah. I actually like, and even Shay Mitchell, she did 5 months. So it's like, we're getting 5 premium pregnant months. She's doing really good content.
Yeah.
And then we get a baby.
It's
Yeah.
so exciting.
It is
I
very
just,
exciting.
how did she keep it quiet? Like she's
She's on the road. She's touring. Literally, I follow her on Instagram. She has been on the road since Stagecoach all over the world, America, Europe, Ireland, like everywhere. I don't know how nobody knew.
Maybe it's just like hard to see from like when you're beneath, like she's elevated, you know?
Also, she had a stylist whose literal job it was to just cover up all of
that
her,
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's an exciting news for the country music world. Country music star Cam announced on Tuesday that she was expecting her first child with husband Adam Weaver. Who knew she was pregnant too out here singing about Jolene?
Who knew that she had a husband?
Right.
I don't
That's
think
what I meant.
I don't think we
husband.
pay much attention, honestly.
Jolene.
The news came as a surprise to fans, but the two of them kept the pregnancy hush for quite some time. But luckily, they were ready to let the fans in on their secret. Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you for this.
Happy for her.
Don't worry, Hannah.
We'll keep your secret. Get out of my fuck face, ho.
Get the fuck out of my face, ho. Those are currently my two favorite
No, you have 3.
quotes. What's my third?
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. We should do
Why did your face just like
because it's
contract
pretty cool.
Um,
We should do a jingle for the morning toast. Say, morning toast in LA. It's pretty cool.
what?
What do you think?
Do it again with the snaps and the shoulders.
With the snatchers?
Yeah.
The morning toast in LA. It's pretty cool.
It's gonna be like rise and shine.
Yeah.
Do you think
Kylie is going viral. And it's so funny. The YouTube video that she released of her office tour came out like 2 weeks ago. But this one tiny clip of that from that video has gone absolutely viral in the last 24 hours. It's when at the beginning of the video, she's like, oh, I want to show you Stormy's playroom, but she's asleep. We'll wake her up at the end of the video. At the end of the video, she goes in, she turns lights on, and she's like, rise and shine. It's like she says rise and shine in like a cute like mom jingle way, but Kylie literally has the worst voice of all time. It's completely like off pitch, off tone. rise and shine. Like that's what it would sound like. And now everyone is making like memes of it. Ariana Grande wants to sample it for a song. It's so funny.
Oh my God. That's the collab we deserve.
Yeah.
And
Truly.
Kylie reposted it and was like, as long as I'm in the music video.
Rise and shine.
Oh my God. We need an Ariana Kylie collab, makeup, music
Yes.
video, etc.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Kylie needs to do more collabs with like more like already established
Outside her
people.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe she doesn't want to give them like that deal.
Because it's big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, our next story.
Totally.
100% right. Yes, agreed.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Our next story is crazy because Tyler C is getting ahead of himself.
No.
And
Oh my
he's-
God.
He's coming for Kanye West.
Oh
on
my God.
Twitter.
I saw. I saw.
And I personally think that it's out of control.
Out of control.
Me too.
So, as you know, there's a story going around where Kanye said that he felt that Kim's Met Gala look was too sexy.
And now he's all grown up and he kind of wishes that the woman that he loves like wouldn't show her fruits to the world because he wants it for himself, which is
right.
fair. I
We
think.
hadn't spoken about that pull quote on our show. We spoke about it on the Lady Gang. And overall, we
I was
came-
like, we did talk about it.
Yeah.
but we came to the conclusion that like men shouldn't tell women what to wear, but it's your wife and that's like a sweet sentiment that you don't want to like. It's just
Also,
it's
no,
harmless.
men on the street shouldn't tell women what to wear, but your husband is allowed to have an opinion.
have an opinion, and we know that
And she has the right
Kim's
to not listen
fashion
to it.
Is 100% influenced by Kanye, so he's always been telling her what to wear.
And I don't know, I think there's something really sweet about like him coming up in like the rap club scene and not really caring about it. And then like now that he's a family man and is like really involved in his church, like it shows like an evolution and a growth. And I thought it was kind of sweet. I didn't think it was like disrespectful.
No.
And she has every right to disagree with him and say, fuck you, I'm wearing whatever I want.
Right.
So Tyler Cameron felt the need to speak on this issue, and he responded to a tweet about the story and said, "What not to do? You should want your significant other to be sexy and feel sexy. Ye lost his confidence. Fellas, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, it's not. There's more.
No, please don't.
Encourage your significant other to be all they can be, not hold them back. Honestly, this sounds like a tweet that Colton would send.
Oh my God, 1000%. This
Jackie?
is so cheesy. This is so cheesy.
What's Bachelor?
You know.
Guys, this is so cheesy and so lame. And remember how like after every episode of Tyler's season, he would put up a picture from the episode and write like a woke thing about how Hannah's a strong beast. Like, and it was like a little eye roll worthy, but it was like, nevertheless, like it was sweet. He got like a little too like drunk on his own, like
Wokeness.
on his own wokeness and his own, like everyone was so like obsessed with his captions. Like
Yeah.
he took it too far this time.
He took it far too far.
Fuck do you think you are to go
I
after
agree.
Kanye?
Not only that, not after Kanye, like to get yourself to you publicly as a public figure now putting yourself in between a married couple, you know?
Yeah,
You're not
and
a
it's like,
therapist.
and it's your ex-girlfriend's like former half sister-in-law's
Oh, right.
husband.
Right.
Like, stay out of their business. Get the fuck out of my face, ho. Is how I feel about this.
Yeah.
And also, it's like one thing to have an opinion, like reply to a tweet about a news story that has nothing to do with you. Fine, but this
Don't write a
language,
Megillah.
this language,
This is so lame.
fellas, if you can't stand the heat,
Stop.
Jackie.
get out of the kitchen.
It was painful the first time.
Yeah, it was painful the first time. Like honestly, I don't like this like at all.
Did you know that Ye lost his confidence?
Oh yeah, and Tyler C knows that for sure.
Yeah.
No, except for sure.
Inside
because-
scoop, guys.
Because, and by the way, now that he's not dating Gigi anymore, like, don't say another word.
Get the fuck out of my face, ho.
100%. Like,
No, also, like we get
how'd
it.
you fuck that up?
Jackie, we get it. You ran the marathon.
Right. You're running it.
No, he
No,
ran it.
he ran it
the
in
Chicago
Chicago.
one.
Oh, but what about New York?
But like,
Probably
this
also.
is just
usually
the tone.
around my birthday. It's
Jackie,
very frustrating.
This is just the tone of like someone who ran the marathon. You know what I mean? Like they
Right.
think they know everything now.
right. How did he fuck up Gigi Hadid? But can someone clue me in?
There's a blind about it. But
There's
I
a
don't know
blind
if I
about it, but
believe
it seems wholly untrue. I really don't
Like
believe
he
it.
was like cheating and stuff.
Yeah, and asking for money.
Which is like, he can't be that stupid.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that at all.
It's
And
just crazy how like one tweet can really change how you think about someone.
it's also crazy how one or two tweets can ruin your life.
This is true.
Yes.
This is true, my
I love to
friends.
tell the tale.
Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
No, I'm not, because I got to let you know that these jugs are brought to you by Third Love. And we've been getting a ton of questions about the code for Third Love because people want to get more bras because everyone is obsessed with them. So here's the situation. You need a new bra because your boobs look saggy and you got like flow over your fourth cup.
You have 4 boobs.
You have 4
It's
boobs.
fine. It happens to all of us.
Third Love uses
Don't
data
worry.
points generated by millions of women who have taken their Fit Finder quiz to design bras with breast size and shape in mind for a perfect fit and premium feel. You could skip the trip. You find your fit with Third Love's online Fit Finder quiz. Order, try on at home. No more awkward fitting room experiences. Over 14 million women have taken the quiz. It's actually fun and takes less than a minute to complete. Every customer has 60 days to wash the bra, wear the bra, put it in Put it to the test. And if you don't love it, return it. And Third Love will wash it and donate it to a woman in need
my God,
so you can
beautiful.
feel good about your returns and exchanges. They are free and they are easy. It is hands down the most comfortable bra that you will own. I can attest to that. I wore mine on the 6-hour flight here, and not once did I even think about like the wire digging into my armpit and ruining my gland.
Love that wire.
They're lightweight, super thin, memory foam cups, mold to your shape. They know there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they were offering our listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/morningtoast now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/morningtoast for 15% off today. Sign on and chi-chi's up.
Chi-chi's up. Get those chi-chis up. That's a good reminder for me to sit up straight
too.
because I've been looking like Humpty the fucking Dumpty on this show.
I just propped up a throw pillow behind my back and I'm feeling like a brand new woman.
I need some of that because
Yeah,
I've been like
folded it.
sitting like I am just a grandma, and at some point I'm going to stop fighting it.
Grandma, no, you never.
Check out my shoes. Okay, fifth and final story in a little bit of married couples fighting news.
Okay.
Judd Apatow and
My
wife.
story about me and Ben.
No, because you guys haven't been together
Yeah.
in a few days.
That's true.
Judd Apatow and wife Leslie Mann were seen in a screaming fight in LA.
Oh my God.
Super producer Judd Apatow and actress wife Leslie Mann got into a screaming fight outside LA hotspot Katsuya last night, we're told. How'd we miss it?
I'm shook.
Spies say that after dinner, Mann was furiously yelling at the Hollywood honcho outside the Brentwood restaurant, which is, by the way, something that we should do if we want to get written up.
Yeah.
While he was trying to stay calm, we're told that Apatow got into their Cadillac, and when Mann joined him, she slammed the door behind her. So I guess like a Page 6 spy saw this. They reached out to Judd for comment, and he said, that was just the fight at Katsuya. You should have heard the rest of it at Pinkberry.
love that response, because honestly, to me, like, as much as I like live, die, and breathe to be famous, this probably would be the worst part. It's like, and this is actually what I was saying. Heather McDonald said on her podcast today, which was really well said. She's like, I find myself like doing and saying things I probably wouldn't normally do, like in a positive way, just because I feel like people might be watching. Like, I'll always now leave a bigger tip and be
nice
even
to the
nicer.
waiter.
Yeah, and be nice to everyone, because you never want people saying the opposite about you. And to me, this probably seems like the worst part about being famous. Like, fighting with your husband is so normal. And if you ever saw me and Ben in like a real fight, you would think we were headed for a divorce just because we're so fucking passionate.
No, worse than a fight when you're just sitting at dinner, like looking at each other on your phones, not talking. Like, that's all the time.
Yeah.
And if anyone's like picking up on these vibes, it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. And so I really feel bad for them. And I'm really glad that they like made a joke out of it to the reporter, because it's like at what point, like, we know too much, you know, like as a consumer, like, I don't need to know about Leslie Mann and Judd Apatow having a fight at dinner. Like, that's very normal.
And at least they're going to dinner together, which tells me they're still married,
Yeah.
as opposed to two people who are never seen together, let alone fighting.
Trills.
Also, like, the fakest people are the people who like wouldn't fight in public.
Yeah, of course.
You
Oh
know?
my God. And like, me and Ben fight in public all the time, and I'm like so embarrassed because like I don't want anyone to see.
It just depends on the public situation. Like, if we're at a party and we're fighting, like, that's humiliating. I know these people.
Right.
If we're at a restaurant, there might be a toaster, and she's obviously going to be on my side.
Totally.
Totally.
For sure.
Pretty cool.
Get the fuck out of my face, ho!
Well, with that, those were the Fast Five stories, and they were very fast, and they were very five.
They were very fast, and they were very five, and we rushed right through them because we have got to get Morgan Stewart. She is here. She is waiting for us. We are going to bring her out. We have your questions from our Instagram. We will see you in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a very highly requested, high-profile, iconic guest, the one, the only Miss Morgan Stewart, host of Daily Pop, host of Nightly Pop, host of Necessary Realness, Instagram
host of What
icon,
the Fashion,
host of What the Fashion,
wow.
And all around like
icon. All
socialite,
around.
I want to say.
Am I?
I think so. I think actually you are the definition of a modern day socialite.
Oh my God, I
In
love that.
2019, for
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you so
You
much.
give me like Tinsley Mortimer early 2000 vibes.
Okay, but on a like a good
A
one.
better level.
Yeah,
Like a better, like I like Tinsley though, but
Me
I will.
too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
of course.
I guess so. I'll take socialite.
So we have gotten so many requests to have you on the show, and you're just such a funny girl, you know? Like,
Aw.
you started your career out here on E! On a very popular show, Rich Kids of Beverly Hills.
Yes, yes.
Which we both thoroughly enjoyed.
Did you guys actually watch the show?
Yes.
Okay, to me that show seems like 100 years ago, but yes,
It
okay.
is 100 years
It
ago.
is.
Right.
And everybody went really their own ways. Like, EJ got his own show. Dorothy just jets around the world.
Right.
Where are the rich kids now? Is there a group chat? Are we friends?
There is a group chat. I group chatted with both Dorothy and EJ earlier today. I'm going to see them Friday. Dorothy and I are very close. We talk all the time. EJ and I are very close. We literally live like half a block away from one another. Dorothy's kind of doing her thing. EJ, I think, is kind of doing his thing. And
Johnny
Johnny
Bell.
Johnny is like a killer travel agent human being extraordinaire now. So he kind of does that. I talk to Johnny like every other, like it's always like, when are we going to have dinner? And then we never have dinner, but we love each other no
Is there
matter
any
what.
bad blood in the rich kids community?
There is no bad blood. I speak to Roxy every few months.
Oh,
That was a question that we got for you.
Oh,
So-
okay.
I forgot about that. So when the show ended, you guys were not good.
We were really true life best friends. I mean, we were closer than, Dorothy and I were. And I think the show probably positioned me and Dorothy maybe like
as
closer.
besties. You guys did testimonials together.
Right, exactly. And because it was kind of the show was around the two of us or whatever. But Roxy was like my true best friend. We were close sisters for like 10 years. And then we had a big falling out, as you guys
Which
saw
was about
on
the
the
house,
show,
right?
which was about the house, which was like a whole
She tried to
fucking mission.
cut
Basically,
commission?
No, she didn't do anything. Actually, she was an innocent bystander. She just wasn't upfront with me about information that like she knew. And we just saw it differently. And it caused this huge ripple effect. And we ended up not being friends anymore. But we have recently gotten to a place where we are, like, I've spoken to her since I've been single. Like, we've talked about, like, we are more than cordial.
Do you think that it was easier for you guys to get along now that you are single? Because the fight involved Brendan.
I think so. I think probably, I think we were cordial before that and we had spoken before that. But I think I have just grown up so much and I was extremely stubborn and extremely cunty and only saw things my way back then.
Yeah.
And I have learned that there are other people that can also be right.
Right.
And I was not willing to see that. And now I'm like, okay, I see that maybe I came at you a little hard and I confronted her on the show.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was so painful. I could die.
Which was bad. I mean, this was my true best friend. If you love somebody, but
I
she
agree.
had been dishonest with me for a few months and I knew that. You're really bringing it back up for me.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even mean to go here.
You brought it up. Yeah,
I did. I know, but now I'm on. You know what? It's nice to be able to just ramble because on the shows you're kind of like chopped up.
No,
But
take all the time you need. We're just enjoying.
That really is maturity, realizing like that person that you're arguing with is probably not lying. Like that is how they perceived it.
Right.
And you're not lying. That is how you perceived it. But there really are three sides to every story. Yours, mine, and the truth.
100. Couldn't have said it better.
I never understood that phrase until like I got into a fight with someone. I'm like, I'm not lying.
No, until Real Housewives, where it's like, no,
Yes.
this both happened, but you're both just seeing it differently.
Right.
Totally.
So once the show wrapped, you kind of just like stayed at E. You started your career there with Necessary Realness.
Right, exactly.
Which still goes on. You did one today.
I did one today, yes. So
and it's a Instagram series.
it's an Instagram series that's like has a longer version on YouTube, which I love that YouTube version. I'm like, do I have to sit here longer to do this fucking version of this goddamn show? But I love my producer Vanessa. So Vanessa, I know she was very mad at me that I didn't bring the cameras with me today. And she's like, why didn't you tell me this was happening? I was like,
why
I've
didn't
got
you bring the cameras here with you today?
I've got a lot happening and I forgot. So
It's okay.
So yes. So after Rich Kids was kind of wrapping, they came to me. They said, we'd like to give you kind of a deal separately from the show and kind of see what you can do. And that started with Necessary Realness. And then coincidentally, there was a spot on Daily Pop and they were like, come hang out. And then they were like, come hang out for longer. And like, you're really just going to be doing this show. Right. And then through Daily Pop became Nightly Pop, which is kind of like the baby, holy grail, whatever, the show that like I'm tortured by because I'm like every other day, I'm like, that was the worst show I've ever done.
Oh my, that's so funny.
It's so good.
It's so good. You're big
thank
in
you.
Canada. I told you. Me and Margot were stuck in a hotel in Vancouver for 3 nights, and the only channel they had was E, and all they fucking played was old episodes of Nightly Pop. So I'm all caught up.
I love that.
Yeah, you're big in Canada. You should do like a big thing there or
Maybe
something.
I need to like meet a Canadian man.
Yeah, it's like a hockey player.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'll take that
Yes.
puck, Danny.
And so we got a lot of questions about you were on Daily Pop for multiple days and then your days went down so you could do Nightly Pop.
Yeah. Okay. So, right. Okay. So basically, I was doing Daily Pop 5 days a week, and then the show. We were splitting up the shoot days of Nightly Pop. It's like hard for me to even keep track, and so they took up more than I was only able to do Daily Pop 2 days a week. Now we're shooting all in one day, so I do Daily Pop 3 days a week and Nightly Pop 2 days a week. But very shortly, I'm going to be doing Daily Pop 5 days a week, and
yay.
Nightly Pop I'm going to be doing 4 days a week.
Oh my God.
On extension.
Yes, on top
Busy.
of What the Fashion, which is now going to 2 episodes.
Wow.
And on top of that, we're going to do a little Necessary Realness. So it's really like the ice cream, the whipped cream, the fudge, and the fucking cherry.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's amazing, but like it's a lot.
What time do you have to wake up for Daily Pop? Because you guys are 3 hours behind here.
It's 5:30.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Which people are like, but you leave early. Fuck you. No,
Yeah,
I
no.
don't. I don't
I-
leave early. And what am I going to do? Run one errand? Go
Yeah,
to the dry
right.
cleaner? I'm a zombie at 2 o'clock.
And I would rather leave later and get there later.
Yeah.
100%. And I'm not one of those people. There are people like, you must love it. No, I don't.
Right.
I don't love it.
And on Nightly Pop, you have to read off of a teleprompter, which we used to have to do for our show, and it is extremely hard. Can you talk about?
Can we not meme that? But
Please
fuck.
do.
Are you allowed to cuss on this show?
Please,
please,
please, please.
Okay, so that to me, I had never. So everybody who works at E for the most part has had professional training. Like they have gone to journalism school. Like they have
Right.
all of the backgrounds. They've done prompter readings. Like they've had proper training. they literally were like, we love you. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it has been quite the challenge for me.
It's extremely hard.
It's extremely hard. I have recently gotten into a groove, but it's also the other side of the pendulum where you're like, you're kind of really good at this, but now you're dialing it in and your original thoughts are lacking. So I'm really just struggling through it all.
For sure. And
Well, it
doing
looks like
so
you're
many hours of
Thank you.
content a day, like, do you ever worry you're going to run out of things to say and things to talk about?
I get so delirious. So by the point of me being like, what am I have a totally different take. And by the time I'm at that point, I'm probably on the right show. So like Necessary Realness is like a mishigas of like nothing. It's just nonsense. And it's me just basically being like, I need food and I'm dying.
Oh, that's so great, though.
It is
works out.
good. We talked about Jennifer Aniston being on Instagram today, and I had talked about that no less than 43 times. And I was, she was like, so we're going to talk about Jennifer Aniston. I literally was like, I'd rather have chlamydia. I'd rather have a hemorrhoid and chlamydia.
That's what Necessary Realness calls for.
Literally.
It's perfect.
So then I basically said that to her, and then I was like, I'm leaving. They were like, she's like, do a follow up. I'm like, no, this is all you got.
So what do you think about Jennifer Aniston being on Instagram?
By the way, I could talk about it. I fucking love
Do you
it.
see she's at 8 million followers? Like, do you want to die?
She's at 10 now or something,
Oh
right?
my God.
I'm just more interested in who she's following.
I know. She's following 600 people.
Yeah, like I could be one of them.
She has like a millennial intern working for her who's like coming up with these witty captions and comments because it ain't her.
It is not her, right?
You don't just get on Instagram and automatically know how to be on Instagram.
But the other thing also is that Jennifer Aniston is so the person that had a Finsta.
Oh, of course. I mean, everyone pretends that they're not interested. Like Ben, you know what? I'm not going to say the story because it's, you know what I'll say. Ben recently went to dinner with, you know, like a famous person and
How
was
famous?
I'll tell you after. And was like, she or he doesn't want to be like so active on social media. So she has a flip phone, but then she carries around an iPad. And Ben was like, Ben was
In
like,
case she gets lost in the ocean, bitch.
wait,
What
Ben,
the fuck?
But Ben was like, she was on the iPad the whole night. So it's like, just get an
Worse than
iPhone.
being on your iPhone.
And also, everyone can see. I'm literally
How big
like,
is your purse?
I'm in the makeup chair, like literally, like inserting my phone inside of me.
Yeah,
like,
of
what can I
course.
text? Like, how are you on an iPod?
Yeah, so I just think that whole
Pad.
mentality being like so condescending,
Like above it all.
fuck that. Everyone cares,
Everyone cares,
including Jennifer Aniston.
including. But I will say, I do not have a Finsta, and this is where I am.
You gotta get one.
So prideful. I will not look if we are not speaking. We have no relationship. I will not look at your page. When Roxy and I stopped being friends, I will not peek.
That's so strong of you.
I don't even because I just feel like it enters my aura and I need to focus on what I need to get done.
No, it's really like good to be that way. I feel like for a long time I didn't have a Finsta. I just made one and I always forget that I have one, so I forget to use it. But I just feel as though if I want to like hate follow someone, they at least deserve the follow because that's how I feel about myself.
Totally.
Like if someone like wants to like follow me just to send my pictures to their friends and laugh at me, that's fine. But like, can you
gotta
follow me?
I'm 100% the same way. I feel like a lot of people don't hate follow me. I feel like a lot of people don't follow me and send my shit around.
How many Instagram followers do you have?
1.3.
You
That's
post
really
the most
good.
premium content.
You can
I
post
re-
a little bit more. Sorry.
Okay, so we had a Malibu weekend together. It was romantic. She was like, "You need to Facetune more," and
That is not.
that is not true.
That is not what I
That was
said.
the takeaway.
You're body shaming?
We were talking about Facetune and how I'm a big supporter of the app. I'm an ambassador for them. and you like just don't understand it because like you're perfect and I'm happy for you. But you were just like, I never said that you need to do it, but I was showing you if you wanted to.
Right.
Here is a mini tutorial.
This is that her version is the correct version.
Yes.
The only reason I do not Facetune and I am totally for Facetune is because I will go so fucking insane. I will get all that shit done before I start smoothing things out.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I can't start to like I had to do a selfie video today. I was like, oh my
Selfie videos
God.
are actually horrifying.
I have a dick on my face. Like I can't. I do. And it's not even buying me bags.
I know. That's too bad.
It sucks.
I like your nose.
It's well, we're probably tweaking that shortly, but
you
like
know what?
can't confirm.
It adds character.
It does. And
And you don't want to be too perfect. Like you are literally perfect. Like you need to have one problem. It's only fair. I'm actually demanding on behalf of women of the world that you keep your nose.
and my acne, I'm getting facial acne. Do you guys get that?
you know, I actually have heard that like the older you get, they say like it goes away, but it actually comes back even bigger than better.
It's weird. Like it's been pretty okay. I mean, I wear a shit ton of makeup every single day, so my face is just like roasting.
probably why.
Yeah.
But every time I get a facial now, I'm starting to break out a little bit more. But it's not acneic. It's just like I have like a few friends that pop by.
I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but it's like different than it used to be. That's where I'm at now. Like my T-zone is so oily in this town.
You are fine.
She's fine.
You're
Okay,
a
if you say
porcelain
I'm
doll.
fine,
That
then I'm fine.
fucking hair color, bitch. I mean, how do we bottle that up? My mom's gonna be like, oh, that hair color's so nice. Can't wait till she says that. She's gonna freak out about it. She's big on Instagram. She's gonna follow you guys.
Can we talk for a moment about the legendary website that was Boobs and Lubes?
Let's talk about it.
We used to read it all the time.
All
It
the
was
time.
hilarious.
It was a mess.
It was your Instagram handle, but now you're at Morgan Stewart because you're like a business lady with your blazer from Zara.
Can you believe how cute is this blazer?
So
So
cute.
cute.
It's on the app.
You say Zara or Zara?
Zara.
I think that's right.
I think it's a New York thing to say Zara.
Oh, we don't say it. We say Zara.
But we would say Zara because it's
no,
obnoxious.
but
Yeah.
I feel like people in New York say Zara.
I think they say both. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to talk about Boobs and Lubes.
Okay, let's talk
When
about
did you start Boobs and Lubes?
I started Boobs and Lubes in 2010.
What place in your life were you at?
Basically, somebody wrote a really nasty article about me, calling me a cum dumpster.
Ooh.
I'm
And
shook.
I was like, yeah and no. And then I basically, just some bullshit article about like just talking shit about me. I guess people were threatened then, obviously.
Obviously.
In my mind, I was more famous then than I am now.
Right.
And so I basically was like, I am a woman empowered and you can't say this about me. I'm going to write all about all my own escapades myself. And that's how Boobs and Lubes came about.
It was hilarious.
Thank you. It was it was a mission. It was
It was a cum dumpster.
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of things were happening. A lot of words were missing. But yeah.
Would you ever write a book?
I would write a book. I actually get that question quite frequently.
Yeah, 'cause you
People
are-
really.
At your essence, I guess, a writer.
I am. I think maybe I would. I just don't even know how to be. The thing about
Yeah.
me is I'm so like perpetually lazy.
Mhm.
So like I'm like, I'll write that. When am I going to write that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of
And how do I
course.
start? And where do I? And I'm somebody like, as time goes, I don't remember a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like I'll like move them out of my mind. Right?
Yeah. Preaching to the choir.
It's what's your sign again?
Cancer.
Right.
What are you?
Gemini.
What are you?
Scorpio.
When's your birthday?
November 6th.
Ooh, strong Scorpio. What are
does
you?
that mean?
What's your birthday? Oof.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
No, it's just Tauruses are strong as well. You guys
What
are really
What are
compatible.
cancers?
But Cancer
Yeah,
and
they're always taking me
Scorpio,
out.
Cancer and Scorpio are the most compatible signs of the zodiac.
Oh my God. Maybe
Are
that's
you-
why we have such a successful business.
What's Ben?
April 3rd?
Aries.
Sure.
Ooh, so you're more sensitive. He's more like
So you're from LA, which is why you
Opposite.
believe in this trash, right?
100%.
Can you explain like when you've ever felt like it was just
Like it's pertinent.
give me an example of
Really
when
all
this
about
shit
your
actually mattered.
rising sign. Like I think like just in dating, like I think people, like I feel like I've been with Gemini and Libra are the most compatible. I've been with mainly Libras. I didn't
Would you
marry
ever
a
not go out with someone because of their sign?
Good question.
Probably.
Really? What's
Oh my
the
God, that
sign?
is
What
so
sign would
dumb.
it be?
I would, but like I also just feel
Like
like
judge them.
I just feel like I would be like, this isn't going to work long term.
What's the sign that you don't?
Just like I'm not into a Pisces.
What month is that?
It's like February, early March. Like those are just too
Why are you
ugly.
laughing?
Because no one's ever a Pisces.
I never heard of
Everyone
it.
is a Pisces.
Oh, you're
we have a Pisces in the
You,
room.
I want to have a sexual relationship with you. But Pisces men, I just don't. I mean, of course, if they were like a gazillionaire and stunning, I'd put that aside.
You
But
figure it out.
Of course.
but that's not the sign I gravitate towards too.
I want to play a game with you because
Okay.
there was a big post yesterday in our Facebook group about who the toasters think that you should date.
Okay.
So
It's a fun game we love to play on the show.
because we always try and like match people up with like successful. We just whenever people like need a boyfriend, we're like we can make it happen.
Okay.
And you seem like a fun person to set up. Like, do your friends love to set you up?
No, because I feel like all my friends are now kind of in a place where like I know all my friends' friends, and
Yeah.
also my friends now are kind of all starting to settle down and get married. Now I did things a little bit earlier, even
Right.
though it's not early.
No,
Yeah.
we did it early too.
But I was just kind of like, let's get this shit going.
totally.
And they're kind of all in that phase now, so
Yeah.
they're useless.
Okay.
Got it.
So the toasters are not useless. And I
Okay.
just want to just give me your first reaction, like word association.
Okay.
Because most people said you and Hunter,
Oh my God.
who is your co-host on Nightly Pop.
and we flirt like cats and dogs. We are not going to fornicate,
Okay.
but love each other.
What about Nick Vile? Do you know him?
Fucking, she just left. No.
No. Anyone from Bachelor Nation?
No.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Nope.
John Mayer?
Yeah, I mean, I have, by
You're
the way,
only human.
I've rescinded now because I have put it out there so hard.
Oh, have you? Have you ever met him?
Ugh, I've met him. Yes, I have met him in passing randomly. But he's just obviously too busy on that guitar because
Yeah.
I have done it on Daily Pop. I've done it on Nightly Pop. I've done it on Necessary
Really? I feel like
Realness.
he would love you.
Well, I know, but clearly he hasn't gotten the memo.
I think you have to go and watch What Happens Live and then vibe with Andy and let him know you want to be set up with John.
have
I
you been
think
on
that
What
would
Happens
be
Live?
I
the best
haven't,
way.
but they started following me on Twitter, so maybe I should tweet them and
should.
say,
And, like, it's in
here's
the
the
network.
situation.
You should 100%.
I think that's the best
You would be great
path.
on that show too.
Okay, okay, well, Andy, invite me because I need to sleep with John Mayer. He's probably like, I don't care, bitch. Everyone wants to sleep with John Mayer.
It's so true, including Andy.
But I think he likes getting his friend laid. So
Me
I think
too.
it's a win-win.
Yeah, I just want to get laid by John Mayer like 4 times.
yeah, he's
7.
obviously not the marriage type.
No, he's not married. But you know what?
But
That's
just to
always
have
the
those
one that you
hands
end up
around your
marrying.
arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, and I don't need to sing. I don't need singing.
He's so tall.
Tall and just dreamy.
And honestly, just do it so like then you could tell me about it. You know.
I have been
She has so many shows to talk
casting
about.
that
Yeah.
net. Are you
okay,
kidding?
Great. Tom Hiddleston.
No.
Why would you ever be down to date someone who dated Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a big T Swift fan.
Oh, good.
I really am. I do
Okay.
love all her music. I feel like she like sings a blog lyric or
Blog
like a
post.
blog
Every
post.
every
right?
song is a blog post.
It's
Yeah,
always. No, not my no.
Okay.
What about Calvin Harris?
Yep.
Yep.
I like
Have you
that.
ever seen his penis?
Calvin Harris's?
Yeah.
No, or I would.
It was going around.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I'd
then-
like to see it.
I'll show you it.
Is it circumcised?
I want to say yeah because I've never seen a not circumcised penis and I feel like I would have noticed. You know, like what is that?
Yeah. Well, same. But there was one time that I was like, is that? And then I was like, oh no, gotta go.
Liam Hemsworth.
Absolutely. But
Absolutely.
he's like getting it down
With
with,
that
that,
girl.
cute little
She's so
girl.
cute.
She is cute.
She's cute and her show is great.
But like, I think that they really like each other.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
me too.
Do you think that it's just to kind of get back at Miley?
No,
No,
he
but I
doesn't
think it's
seem
really
petty.
I think it's convenient though. Like he's
Yeah.
happy to be getting back at her, but didn't go out of his way to do so.
Which is, you know what? Mature.
yeah. Michael B. Jordan,
Hot, but no.
Zac Efron.
Hot, but no.
What about one of the Chris's, the Pine, Captain America?
Chris Pine's kind of, oh God, am I going to be alone forever? Who is no one cute to me? No.
Okay. Someone actually suggested something really kind of great for you. And I have to give credit to someone named Sam Schoenbart. You need like a Kennedy or a Vanderbilt.
Oh, that's what I do need.
Yeah.
I'm very old family. I'm not famous person.
Right. Connor Kennedy, who used to date Taylor Swift.
Really
Actually, if you
cute.
just look at Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriends, it's like a really eligible group of guys.
Yeah, okay, I could do that.
But I think he might be
Too young? How old is he?
He's my age.
He like just graduated from college.
Oh no, see, but here's the thing. We talk about this all the time, my friend Felicia. I do feel like I'm somebody that could go 3 years younger or 2 years younger if they were serious, but because I like that I'm very youthful, but I don't know. I could
Would
also
you-
go 40, but I don't want.
Okay.
36 to me is like the age.
Okay.
How old are you? Sorry.
31.
Oh, that is a good age. Yeah.
Nick File.
Yeah, he is
Is
30.
he cute?
Yeah. This is his studio.
Yeah, he sits here usually.
I love him. And he is cute. And
Yeah.
so Nick, call me. What's Nick's sign? Should we Google it?
Oh, yeah. Margot,
Fitch,
Google it.
Google
Get
Nick
on it.
File's birthday.
That is so funny.
So who is your celebrity crush when asked?
John Mayer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I say too.
Who else is there?
And I think it's totally fine that I say it because do you feel me? Like Ben kind of looks like John Mayer, like with the glasses and everything.
he kind of does.
Yeah, so
But
it's not,
I think
it's not
Ben
crazy.
is very handsome.
Me too.
Libra.
Is that good?
I said Libra and Gemini. Nick, I told you I want to be with you. That's a good match for me.
Honestly, I think we should set it
I
up.
think we
But
should
what
set it
is
up.
He's
he-
very handsome.
I'm not that well versed. So he was on I don't watch
He
The
was
Bachelor.
on The Bachelorette and then was The Bachelor and really like was one of the most famous people to come out of it. I think he dated January Jones for a while and now he's denying, but I believe he's dating Rachel Bilson.
But he's
Oh,
denying it.
Okay, well, I don't want to get into that.
No, but,
Like,
but I
like
really
Rachel
don't think
Bilson.
that they are dating.
I do.
We asked him straight. Oh, and we meant to ask him offline.
Yeah, after.
But I wasn't getting the vibe that they're actually dating. So say he's single.
Okay, well then I'm into. Can we get a photo? I have like one
know what he looks
image.
like?
I thought I have one
I think
image.
you
of
would
him.
think
I
he's
thought
cute.
He was like, who was the douchey bachelor?
Him.
Colton? You had Colton on your show.
Yeah, no, Colton was sweet, but not
Yeah.
Colton. There was another one that was like, give me
Ari? He had like salt and pepper hair.
no.
He wasn't douchey though.
Was it Nick or wasn't there? Or was
It's
was
him.
there? There was. Is he cute?
Yeah, this is actually a terrible picture.
It's
Okay.
a horrible
Yeah.
photo.
I'm sorry.
Go to his Instagram.
By the way, it's not my fault.
Go to
Okay,
his
this is
Instagram.
what he looks
No,
like.
go
That's
to-
what he looks like.
Go to his Instagram. That's so mean.
He's very cute and he's very
He's our
tall and
friend.
strong.
I think it's a more of an in-person thing, but he's very cute. And by the way, he might be like, she's not cute. Like I don't
No,
have.
he would definitely think
I don't
you're
have good
cute.
photos online.
We should have really like set it up.
I mean,
Now
it's
that
not too late.
Yeah,
You
we'll
still have
text
a few
him.
more days in LA.
Great, so let me know.
Okay, now I want to go through some questions that we got for you.
Okay.
I have a personal question for
please.
you because I like you are one of the hardest working women like in modern young people TV.
Thank
I'm
you.
obsessed with Daily Pop. Like it's true. I watch it every like day
Thank
that I
you.
can
It's
after the
great.
toast.
Thank you.
I
I
love
love
the
you.
dynamic between you and Justin. Like It's my favorite thing. And then I love Carissa, like being the mom and keeping everyone on track. So I really love like all three players. And I'm glad to hear that you're going to be back 5 days a week. But what did you want to be when you grow up?
This.
Okay.
Good.
Oh no, there was never and it wasn't even like I want to be on TV. I just was like, I need to get paid for what I'm good at, and I'm not gonna. Nothing else is gonna work.
Right. Yeah.
So let's just make that happen.
Like hosting.
I was like making everyone laugh for years for free, and I'm like, I'm done.
Oh my God, feel that like hardcore.
Going to dinner and like having to like keep the party alive, like you're exhausted.
Do you ever watch Marvelous Miss Maisel?
Oh my God, are you joking?
So you know,
and I have equally good tits.
Yeah, and you know when she like quits the stand-up in the very beginning and then is just like doing stand-up at dinner parties?
Yes.
Like for free? Like that's literally what it's like being a funny person.
150%.
Like everyone's staring at you, you're literally performing, and then you just like go back to the party.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I have questions for you from the audience, but I wanted to ask you one more question because you basically do what we do, but like on a much bigger, better scale. And that obviously opens you up to like a little bit more of dangerous situations.
Yes.
A la Justin Bieber coming for you on Twitter.
Oh God.
And then Ariana Grande also chiming in.
Dramatic. Then she deleted it.
Can you tell me what that was like and what exactly happened?
So basically what happened was I will say in poor taste, it wasn't even a funny joke, it was just in poor taste. I made a joke about his acne on his forehead. I was like, at least he got that covered up.
Right.
Or like, but it was, I'm glad everyone laughed. It wasn't, I felt when I was saying it, I was like, you're reaching right now, but it's stale. You're insecure that you're not doing a good job. So you're going to project and you're going to make kind of a whatever joke. I then got up for Daily Pop. I was getting ready. The PR girl was like, don't answer Justin Bieber's tweets. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what that, I don't know who's Justin Bieber. What am I supposed to, I thought it was like a group message.
Right.
And then I realized that he was tweeting me. And I was like, there are so many people that have said so many things about you. Why are you going to nitpick the one person that said, and I was like, clearly because he thinks I'm beautiful.
1000%, or that you have the most impact.
Or something he did.
He's a big Nightly Pop fan.
Right.
And it hurt him.
That's what it is.
Maybe, but also, which I was okay with, and I let it ride, and I was happy to kind of get the free press or whatever, even though I was kind of like, don't give it. But then when I started getting, my parents started getting death threat emails.
Oh, from the Beliebers?
Yeah, which I then wanted to like post a photo and be like,
Yeah.
is it too late to say sorry at first? Like as a joke. It kind of got a little bit more. And then what I didn't appreciate, he's like, let's all just be nice to each other. It's like, no, you have 20 million followers on Instagram. You should have used your platform more responsibly than I should have.
I totally feel that. It's like you don't get to start something and then decide that it's
and then be like, by the way, you know what I mean?
And then it's like, stop attacking Morgan when like that's literally what you set out to do.
Or say, stop attacking Morgan.
Yeah.
Don't like tweet out this whole like, holier than thou bullshit. And then be like,
Yeah.
But it was a good time.
Did you get like a huge pit in your stomach? Like I would have died.
I was okay. I was okay.
Okay.
I was okay. But I
feel like you could take it.
I could take it. It was so stupid.
Okay. Do you have something else you want to say?
Yes, because on that note, like I feel like you're friends with so many celebrities and like you see that like you see them work and otherwise. Like do you ever feel like you can't say something about someone like that you have to filter yourself because like it'll get back to them?
Like it's a story on Nightly Pop and then they're also your friend. I feel like Justin deals with that a lot too.
I feel like Justin's more like that. Like I don't know if I'm really friends with any celebrities. It's weird. I feel like I'm a normal person who just has a job who happens to be on television.
I don't think there's anything normal about you.
I guess people view me differently
Like
than I view myself. Like I'm like such a normal, like inside. I've been going through this in therapy. Like this is different than this. Thanks, Dana. She made a joke to me on text the other day. I was like, Dana, I can't make therapy. And she was like, oh, I was like, first she texted me, I got a new phone. And I was like, who is this? And she's like, Dana with a K. I was like, Dana?
Dana with a K.
Yeah, like that was a joke. Like,
oh, wait, I don't get it.
it was funny.
Kana?
It worked. Because her last name starts with a K, and then she was like Dana with a K. Anyway, it was a personal moment.
Yeah, clearly.
No,
that's it. Now
like just talking about celebrities.
Oh
that
yeah,
you know.
no. I mean, like, okay, Khloe Kardashian as an example. Like, I personally love Khloe. If I was fake friends with her, I'd probably talk shit about her. But I'm not going to talk shit about her because I love her.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I'm not
if
going
you're friends with someone, you probably like them, and you don't have anything bad to say.
Right. I'm not going to spill their business.
Yeah.
So you but you have to. Chelsea Handler did that brilliantly because she was best friends with every person.
Everyone.
And she still kind of gave them shit.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to take questions from Instagram. This is from Liz Benson. What was your favorite trip that you guys took on Rich Kids of Beverly Hills?
Bahamas.
Where'd you guys stay?
Atlantis. I know.
No, we like Atlantis.
It's
very not you.
There's a lot of things that aren't me apparently.
Yeah.
But I will say I had never been there, and it was the most fun and like I don't know how to say that. It was the most like relaxed. Like we were it was the most like our real lives were being captured. Like cameras were like floating in the water. It was the best trip. We all had such a good time.
I love the Atlantis. Did you do the leap of faith slide?
No, of course not.
No, of course not.
Are you kidding? I'm
That's
like not
the
cool.
least on-brand thing for you.
No.
This is from Whit
have a
Ray U. Did you interview Tyler C and was he flirting with you?
Yeah, I think he was flirting with me a little bit. There was a big reaction to that situation.
What did he say? I didn't see it.
He was just like, I was like, is it cold in here or hot? Like, it's like hot. He's like, hot. Like,
I'm dead.
Yeah, he was definitely very flirty. And I was like, you're so beautiful, but like, you definitely don't know the capitals of all the states.
Is that what you said?
No, of course not. But I don't know them either, so it's okay, Tyler.
Bitch, I don't know one fucking capital.
And also, like, no DM after. Like, I don't have time for fuckboys.
Yeah. I actually, so funny that you say that. Like, I met Tyler and I slid into his DMs. Just as a business thing. I wanted to get him on the show, allegedly.
Wait, I have a question for you from Margot. There's a girl who is on The Bachelor who models all of your...
Brie.
Yes.
Do you know that she was on The Bachelor?
Yes.
And
she was on The Bachelor after she was modeling.
And she still models for you, correct?
Yes. I love Brie.
And she also like did a great job on The Bachelor and like represented the brand really well.
Yeah.
That's like just so
And
exciting.
if she
like
was
a
on
fun
Paradise
factoid.
for longer, she might have worn some Morgan Stewart sport.
Totally. Dude,
Totally.
did she wear it on the show?
She was on for one second.
Okay, got it.
She got no airtime.
I love her, and she's just looks good in all the photos, so she's a doll.
Caroline Stew, who's the worst person you've ever had to interview on Daily or Nightly Pop? Like who just like let you down or was rude?
Oh my God. I get this question a lot. I have to say nobody has been rude.
Okay.
Who's been the biggest surprise and delight?
Tori Spelling is lovely.
Really?
Like random, like not the
I
biggest
feel like she
name.
would be like a monster, actually.
She is so lovely, so nice. Like wanted her to stay.
Yeah, nice.
Wanted her to stay. You know what? Actually, adding to that, she was not rude, but she was definitely, I think, a little bit annoyed with us because we asked Tori more questions. But Jenny Garth was a little in a mood that day.
I get that.
A little bit, and it was our fault, not hers. But she was probably a little bit irked.
Question: you are so many people's style icons. Whose style icon? Who is your style icon? Who's on your mood board?
Okay, so Lauren Santo Domingo, obviously from Moda Operandi. She's not like famous, but she's socialite in New York. You will when you Google her.
Okay.
I mean, like I'm a very big Gwyneth Paltrow, Sarah Jessica Parker, Jen Aniston. Just like all the classics.
Yeah.
Like all like those girls.
Rich old ladies.
Yeah,
basically.
I love a rich old lady.
That is actually very much your aesthetic.
Yeah.
Totally.
Some of the toasters are thirsting out. Jess Rain, can we get a promo code for Morgan Stewart Sport, please?
Yeah, I'll give you one for 30% off.
Make
because
it
I'm on this
toasters.
show.
if you make it toaster by the time this airs tomorrow,
Okay.
yeah.
Toasters
I'm gonna use
at
it.
Morgan Stewart
Done.
Sport.
I'll get you some stuff. And I actually was supposed to give you guys stuff, but the people that were supposed to drop it off are on vacation. So
Okay,
don't
wait.
you worry about it.
This is a pressing question from Christine Wilson. Can we get your thoughts on the censoring of Jackie Schimmel's Instagram? Did you see all that drama?
Okay, yeah, but she's fine now, right? She's on.
No, she got taken off again. It's so, and then her backup account got deleted. Like, there's a lot of drama. There's a petition going around, and it's because it was from when we were all together. She was like filming all of us and was like, "Look at these whores," and they like deleted it because she said whores.
Okay, if
That's
she's
so
getting her
extreme.
shit deleted for whores, then everyone who's following me should get their shit shut.
We're all
the
in
fuck
trouble.
down.
100%. How does your wardrobe work for the show?
Oh, it's a job for me. I go every Monday and I do polls. So a lot of this, so I wear all my own shoes, which I buy, and I buy a lot of the clothes. So we get a very teensy budget, but I pull rabbits out of hats.
Right.
But I do all of my own styling. And people get confused about that. I go
What
every
do people
Monday.
think that people style you?
Yeah. And we have wardrobe there, but I
Yeah.
basically was just like,
It's not good enough. for
thanks, but no thanks.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
You
know
ever
what I mean?
like borrow stuff or everything you have to like buy for the show?
I shop a lot on my own, and also people send me things, and I have a teeny budget, or I'll like do studio polls, but like I just make it work.
Now I need to know, what is a teeny budget
Like a $2,000
per episode
No, like monthly.
for how many looks for Daily and Nightly Pop?
It's all the looks, and that's
That
actually
is
like
a teeny budget.
That's actually like
Yeah.
a made up budget. Like I don't even know if that's actually like
True.
like I don't even know we're spending that. Like
Right.
I just threw out a number.
That's
but to
very
me that's a
interesting.
teensy budget.
No, that is for 30 outfits.
You go to one event for
Right.
you spend
You
$2,000
can't
on a
wear it
dress
again.
or
Yeah.
or JK. I mean,
No,
whatever.
that's fair.
No, for a red carpet?
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do. It's my fifth job.
We got a lot of questions about your dog
Oh,
because we haven't seen them on Instagram a lot. People want to know.
Okay, people are devastated. Okay, so I took Baguette and Olive. Is that what they want to know?
Yeah, well, both, and also where the fuck are they?
So
It was you and Brendan's dog. and
okay, so Baguette ran up to me on the street randomly, and she was an angel.
she's a stray now.
Gorgeous. We first got her, she ran up to me on the street
Oh, this is when you guys
randomly.
met.
first, and she was the cutest, most adorable puppy. And then Brendan's dad is a vet, and they left Olive on his doorstep
my
at the
God.
veterinary. So we adopted both of them. I took them, but they live with my parents now.
Susan.
Yeah, Susan's all about the dogs. They love to send me updates because
Well, you're working with
I'm
now.
too busy. I'm a single parent. I basically get to keep them off the pole. I mean, they come from a broken home. I can't believe not one of them is pregnant. Every day they're like,
Right.
"Is dad coming home?" I'm like, "He's not." We'll introduce you to the new daddy
They
soon.
come from a broken home.
Literally,
for sure.
like on the goddamn stripper
Yeah.
pole. One is contraceptive. I mean, it's
Stop.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry.
Olive. You know,
That must
she's
be hard.
that whore, always
Yeah.
opening those legs and but gets so troubled and angry.
Yeah.
Mom, why didn't you make it work? It just didn't. You know?
Yeah.
Why don't you ask your father?
Speaking of, where is your ring? Like the most beautiful thing ever.
Oh, that ring was he did a good job with that
Yeah.
ring. It's in my closet at home.
It's in your possession.
It is, everyone's like, let me
Nuts?
do some ring etiquette. If you get married, that motherfucking ring is yours. If
Agreed.
you call off an engagement, you give the ring back. But otherwise, no.
Unless
even
you were proposed to on a holiday, then it's a gift.
unless he leaves you like before the altar or whatever, like it is like
he does
I'm-
you wrong.
Yeah, then you keep it. But I there wasn't even a question about the ring. The ring is like my soul.
Do you love that you had a televised wedding?
I love that we had a televised wedding because we had a great wedding.
Yeah, you did.
And
you
was
looked great.
Beautiful. I didn't look that good, but thank you. We'll do it better next time. The hair was not great, and like
I liked the hair, and I thought your vows were so sweet. Like actually, you know that video is like one of the most watched videos on YouTube. It comes up in my suggested videos to watch all the time, and I watch it.
I've never even watched
Your proposal and then also your vows. They
The
were very
proposal
sweet.
was very.
Were you actually
great.
surprised?
On everything that I've ever loved in my life, I
My
had no
favorite thing
idea.
about your proposal is you were like, so there's no OK Magazine shoot.
That was all.
Devastating.
It was. By the way, I was like, "What's going on?" I had not an ounce. I had not one clue he was proposing.
Really?
Like,
Not-
that never happens anymore.
I couldn't act that well.
No.
It was really. I was very shocked.
That's like so nice when someone's able to pull that off.
yeah,
it was.
I
He
knew
did a good
exactly
job.
what was happening when it was happening.
We give credit where it's due.
Okay, last question from Erin Coons. What part of your career to date are you most proud of?
Oh my God. I want to say Nightly Pop, but just because I've had to work the hardest at that.
Yeah.
But not because I think that that's the best.
But you do some red carpet after shows, right? For E? Do you like those?
No.
No?
I mean, look, I like them because they're fun, but I just think I think we're going to start. We did the Nightly Pop version of the last one we did, which I think is the best way that's the best way to do that.
You know
stuff.
what I just thought?
How do you feel about the fact that like when people like there used to be Fashion Police and like Joan would just
Yeah,
say
that's
like
what I was just
what
gonna
was on
say.
her mind and like no one is honest anymore. Like no one's allowed to be mean, like even if it's true, even if it's funny. Like how do you feel about that? I feel like you would toe the line best, but like isn't it frustrating when everyone's like someone could show up wearing a trash bag and it's like she's beautiful.
Right, like you have to say that now.
Like I don't feel like I fall into that.
You
I
don't.
really don't. So
But is
I
it
think-
frustrating when everyone around you is like, maybe I would have just worn my hair down?
right.
Like,
Yeah, of course, but that's why they're not me.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that should be a benefit to all of us.
That's
Would you
right.
ever host a new version of Fashion Police? I feel like you would be excellent at it.
Totally, but I also don't like want to speak about fashion like in a singularly.
Yeah,
I want to talk about all things and incorporate fashion.
Yeah.
But if I just had to talk about fashion, like what the fashion's on Snapchat, it's very short. We film it pretty quickly, so I'm okay with it. But to have to like only talk about fashion, and that's a hard comedy too because it's like you really do have to be snarky,
And also,
My pants are coming
you
off,
border
sorry.
on the Justin Bieber thing where like you're now making fun of the way people look.
right? And that's a big
Like
no,
I
no,
actually
no.
think there is no Fashion Police right now because our culture can't
couldn't
handle
survive.
We actually were going to do a pilot for What the Fashion for TV, and I think they were like, it's just too snarky.
it. No, it is.
So-
It's definitely an internet moment.
yeah.
Yeah, everyone would just be like getting pull quotes.
Yeah, right.
Scandals
right.
every week.
Yeah,
Right.
scandals every week. But like when Joan Rivers used to
Outrage.
say that, you know, Heidi Klum is such a hot German, she looks like she's about to shove a Jew in the oven. Like that was funny.
That was really fucking
Yeah,
funny.
and she didn't apologize.
But people tell me sometimes that I'm like Joan, and that to me is
the biggest compliment.
the ultimate. I could like literally just turn it in now.
Yeah, totally.
It would be done.
We absolutely love having you.
You guys, we have to do this again. I'm
do.
inviting myself.
Please.
It was so
Anytime.
much fun.
Anytime.
And anytime you want to have a guest host on Daily Pop, like we are here for you.
By the way, why don't you guys come on Nightly? How long are you?
Nightly Pop till Friday. I'm here till Friday.
Okay, and you?
Friday.
Till Friday.
Friday. Okay.
We're available tomorrow
Well, we'll
night.
come back. We'll come back.
Margo,
Whatever
Friday?
you need. Yeah, to Friday.
If you need a PA.
Follow Morgan on Instagram at Morgan Stewart.
Yes,
And
please.
don't forget to use code Toasters on
Toasters,
Morgan Stewart
yes.
Sport 30% off.
Yeah, we'll do Toasters 30. I'll have them do it now.
Yeah, okay, we'll post all about it. You are the best. We
Thank
love
you guys so much. I love
Congrats
you
on all
guys.
of your success.
Thank you.
Make sure to follow Morgan, support Morgan, love Morgan, say nice things about Morgan.
Yes.
Put good thoughts about Morgan into the atmosphere.
Yes.
We will be back tomorrow. with Tayshia Adams from The Bachelor. Bye.
Bye.